everyone, Andrea Prober here with Great Expectations Realty, and today is Monday, October 17th, 2022, which means it's time for What's Up Ocala. Well, we're moving on up, and not in a good way. I gotta be careful because I wanted to start singing this old sitcom song, and yeah, I'll probably get in trouble for that because copyright is a definite thing on here. I have to be careful because like over on TikTok, you can, it's like, there is no copyright. Like anything you do can be copied and just don't even, whatever. And then you come over to YouTube and it's complete opposite. It's like so uber protected. It's like, you gotta be careful you don't even like sing off tune to something that might've been sung once. I don't know. Just a little different. So, anyway, but yeah, we are definitely moving on up. And yeah, so currently the national average interest rate for a 30-year mortgage is about 7.5%. And that's if you have a credit score of about 700 to 719. So yeah, kind of high. Not gonna lie, pretty high. And it's continuing to go up. So yeah, I don't know, I think it was about a year ago, I was predicting we're going to go into the double digits. And it looks like, yeah, we are definitely heading in that direction. It has done what they wanted it to do, which was to stop the crazy inflation and, you know, make sure that it was a housing boom and not a bubble. So that has definitely happened. But now we're kind of going from, you know, slowing things down to completely stop. Like everybody's just like, what just happened? Yeah, what we were talking about, the interest rate's going to go up. I mean, mind you, we've had like 2% or 3% interest rate for years. That is ridiculous. Okay. That is ridiculously low interest rate. If you consider what you pay on an interest rate on your car or your credit cards, whew, that's crazy low. That is ridiculously crazy low. So yeah, I mean, people are doing all sorts of stuff. You know, they're like, oh, I'm just going to go ahead and take out a home equity loan and pay off all my credit cards because, you know, the interest rate on the credit cards is like 27%, whereas the home equity loan is like 4. So, I mean, there was just like, you know, that was the mentality. Well, yeah, it's still less expensive to have a home equity loan versus or a mortgage as opposed to credit card debt, but at the same time, we're getting up there into the double digits. I mean, do you really want to be messing with that? And yeah. Okay, so as much as I love telling people I told you so, because, you know, I'm a woman, I love telling people I told you so, especially my husband. I can't help it. Yeah, for all of the buyers out there that were like, house prices are just way too expensive, I'm going to wait and see what happens in the market, and I'm going to purchase a home when it's more affordable. I did try to warn you. Yeah, the house prices are coming down a little bit, but not by that much. Not by that much. Definitely not. No, the interest rate is really, really what you want to pay attention to, because that's going to cost you tens of thousands, if not $100,000 in difference. It's crazy. So the house that you could have afforded, even though the house was a little more expensive, because the interest rates are going just sky high, I mean, it's 4 times more. It's essentially 4 times more on interest rates. So you're paying 4 times more for the house on interest rates than you were before. Anyway, and it's not getting any better. I'm sorry, but it's going to continue to rise. So yeah, you're going to need to have probably a sizable down payment. You're going to need to pay down your points. There's a lot of things that you still can do, but if you've been waiting to like, you know, try and get one over on the housing market, or get the best deal possible, that ship has sailed. I can't imagine when the rates or if the rates will go down. You may be stuck renting for the foreseeable future. And this may be something that can last a generation. We don't know. you know, seeing the rates that we've seen or even are seeing right now, they're still low. It seems like they're so astronomical high. They're really not. They're still in the single digits. Yeah, no, for the kids that are in high school, when they go to purchase a home, they're going to be used to seeing like maybe 10, 12%, because that's happened before. So yeah, if you were considering purchasing a home and you wanted to get a better price for the house, or you wanted to do something, I would hurry up. Because every day, yeah, the house prices are going down by like, I don't know, $5,000, something like that. The interest rates are going up, and we're looking at, according to some of these, 8.5% is going to be the next new normal. So, yeah, you are going to, and I say, you know, just get used to renting, as the alternative, but yeah, renting is maybe not necessarily going to be a great option for you because the rents are skyrocketing as well. And there's not as much stability with renting. You have no idea what you're going to be paying in rent next year, or even if you're going to be able to rent that same home. A lot of tenants are under the misconception that if they pay rent on time and they're good tenants, that they get to stay in the house as long as they want. And that's just not the case. The owners, you know, sometimes they divorce, sometimes they die, sometimes they go through a bankruptcy, sometimes they want a bigger, better deal somewhere else and they want to go ahead and sell that house. And I mean, there's all sorts of stuff. We have one right now where we were contacted by an attorney, and the homeowner has gone into assisted living and they're liquidating. So the tenants that are in there, they were on month to month, and we don't know who's buying the house next, if they're going to keep the tenants, if they want the house without tenant. I mean, we have no idea. So yeah, it is that there's no stability with renting. The only stability you have is a lease, but that comes up every year. So even though it is more expensive to purchase a home right now because of that interest rate, I would still highly recommend that you look into it. Because you are going to get stuck and you're not going to maybe have that option in the not too distant future. So look into it. There is a grant available in the state of Florida to help with your closing costs. And when I say closing costs, that might actually be for paying down points as well, which will lower your interest rate. So, I mean, not to do fear mongering or anything like that. I don't want to do that. But I don't want you to not have the options that you currently have. That's not fair. I love to say I told you so, but in this case, it's not good. So you might want to look into that. And again, that's not just through me. Like, if you don't want to use my services, I am totally fine with that. We weren't going to mesh. It's okay. But if you are thinking about buying, whether it's here or somewhere else in the country that I don't even know where it is, you might want to look into that sooner rather than later, because you might not be able to afford it at all later. They're just, the interest rates are going up and up and up and up. So what you can afford right now, not so much. Because those interest rates are going up though, a lot of the homeowners are being very reasonable as far as selling the home. Not just the price. I mean, you know, having them lower price, that's really nice. But also paying your closing costs so that you can put more down. Or they're even, some of them are offering to pay down your points. Some of the larger builders are actually doing that. I know D.R. Horton is doing a thing down here where if you use their lender, they will do up to $10,000 in closing costs, which they've had that for quite a while, even when the rates were low. But they're also doing a flex $5,000 thing, which you can use that to pay down your points so that you have a better interest rate. And that's going to save thousands over the course of your living there. So there are still things that you can do, and the sellers are negotiating and, you know, trying to work with you on that as well. So keep that in mind. Finding out from your lender, a reputable lender is amazing right now. They're going to help you so much. So even if you don't want to work with a realtor, which I highly recommend you do it right now, because having somebody negotiate those contracts and working for your best interest is really going to help. But especially a reputable lender, you know, somebody that really knows what they're doing is going to help you so much. And really understanding, okay, yes, this is my monthly amount, but how much do I put down? What do I pay off to get to a higher bracket? I mean, there's just so much. There's so much. And just giving some other options out there, some of the grants available. There's just so much that they can do. So if you would like a list of lenders that we use all the time and have proven to be really great with our customers, I will happily send you a list of lenders. Now, keep in mind, most of them just work in Florida or in this area specifically, but I will send you that list. So if you're coming down here and you're like, I don't know where I'm at right now in the process, I don't really want to, you know, work with a realtor yet, but I really want that list of lenders so I can ask them questions, that might be a really good option. A lot of people are like, oh my goodness, there's this huge recession coming because all of these houses are going into foreclosure. How? How are they going to go into foreclosure? How? Would y'all stop with that? Okay, if you actually look, there is statistical evidence, okay, of how many people are not paying their mortgage. It's like 2%, okay? There's so few people that are actually even remotely facing pre-foreclosure right now. Not only that, how? They are at 2 or 3% for their interest rate. If they lose their house and they don't pay their mortgage, they're going to pay 3 times more for a rental. Why would they do that? It's not, we don't have this huge glut. Everybody thinks there's this huge glut of houses that are about to hit the market as foreclosures, or, you know, the whole thing is going to go bad and we're going to have all these foreclosures like we did in 2008. No, that was a completely different market, okay? Completely different, okay? At this point, we have investors that are waiting. They have cash. They are waiting. Huge corporations are waiting for anybody to not pay their mortgage so that they can jump on that house. No, there is no huge glut of houses like we had in 2008, where it was like a whole bunch of mortgages and loans that were given out, you know, that were adjustable rate mortgages. We don't have those. No, who on earth is going to sign up for an adjustable rate mortgage at a 2% interest rate? That means that it's going to go up. Like very few houses are actually on adjustable rate mortgages at this point. They're fixed rate, like 90% of them, if not more, is fixed rate. So it's fixed. It will not adjust with the market. It is stuck at 2 or 3%. So for everybody out there, now, are we going to have foreclosures? Of course. There's always going to be foreclosures in every market. Again, death, divorce, bankruptcies, all sorts of stuff. Stuff happens. Life happens. There is a reason for foreclosures, the same as there's a reason for evictions. There's stuff, life happens, absolutely. But is there going to be this huge glut of foreclosures that's just going to hit the market all at once and it's just going to tank the market and the bubble's going to burst? No, I'm sorry. If you're waiting for that to happen, please stop waiting for that to happen. Okay, don't try to play the market. Smarter people than me for sure try to play the market. Don't do that. Figure out what you need and what your goals are for your family and proceed accordingly. Okay, that's what you need to do. Don't even worry about the interest rate. That's not what you focus on. Right now, you focus on what your goals are, personal finance goals, your goals are. If your goal is to live in your own house and to stop renting, then work on that goal. Preferably sooner rather than later. Don't worry about the house prices going up and down. Don't worry about the interest rates going up and down. You can worry about that later once you're actually stabilized in a home of your own with a fixed rate mortgage. Okay, because you'll know every month what your rate is going to be. And you're like, well, yeah, but it's like really high right now. No, it's about to get higher. And also, if you go ahead and purchase right now, and let's say it does drop out 5 years from now and we have a whole different political system than what we have right now, let's say in 5-10 years, it does go down. Great. Refinance at that point. Do you remember there was a whole slew of refinancing that went through a couple of years ago? It was like the refinancing era. That's why. It's because they had a higher interest rate and they went and saw that there was a really great interest rate out there and they went ahead and refinanced their house. And now all of those people are paying 2 or 3%. Okay. Do that. Wash, rinse, repeat. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm giving the same advice as everybody else out there right now. I'm sure of it. But yeah, your personal finance is exactly that. You, personally. What do you want? What do you need? What are you going to do about it? Figure out your goals for your family, for the future, and go from there. Okay? Just that's what you need to focus on. Don't try and get the bigger, better deal. Bigger, better deal. I need the bigger, better deal. The grass is greener over here. No. Focus. Your budget, your goals, your personal finances. Your goals are whatever they are. Do that. If your goal is to sell a house, sell a house. Figure out with your realtor what's the best way to do, what you need to do, and how to get there, and what to offer as incentives or whatever for buyers right now. Buyers are still buying. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers real quick for this week. I'm going to guess there's going to be about 200 houses. Yep, there we go. All right. This week, this market, last 7 days, residential properties only. New listings, 247. So a little bit higher than normal. We had a few more houses hit the market than usual. Price increases, 19. Price decreases, 394. Y'all, seriously. Oh my goodness, 394. Okay, just because your neighbor sold their house for X amount 6 months ago does not mean that you can stop it. That has gone. You did not sell your house 6 months ago. You are on the market now. Okay, let's talk about now. Same as buying, same as sell, whatever. It is now. This is the current market, okay? Stop overpricing stuff, okay? 394 homes, price reduction. Wow, okay. Back on the market, 81. Good grief, we had a lot of houses go back up on the market. That's a lot, 81, goodness. So back up on the market, as you guys are probably well aware, that means that the buyer had made an offer on a house, the seller accepted the offer, and then somehow they never made it to the closing table. Either the inspection wasn't great, the buyer changed their mind, maybe the appraisal didn't come through, maybe they needed a roof on the house because of insurance. There's all sorts of stuff. There's all sorts of stuff. But somehow they couldn't get to the finish line, okay? Sold. 177 houses in Marion County sold in the last 7 days. Okay, people are still buying and selling houses here, okay? We had 12 expireds. That's kind of a lot of expireds for mid-month. Kind of weird. Pending, 217. Totally average. It's the same average as we've been having for like 2 years now, around 200 houses. So yeah, we had 217 houses go pending. You guys, people are still buying, people are still selling. It's at a reduced price, but it's not going to be that much reduced. If you're playing price versus interest rate's going to win. It is going to win. It's going to make the biggest difference. So just be aware of that. We had 3 withdrawn. We had 47 canceled contracts. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot. That is 47 people went, you know what? I'm not selling my house right now, or I'm not using you as my realtor to sell my house right now. I'm out. And they canceled out their listing contract. So that's not the contract between the buyer and the seller. A canceled contract is between the listing agent and the seller. So yeah, kind of interesting there. Temporarily off the market, 14. Not sure what that's about. I know while we had the hurricane a few weeks ago, that obviously made sense. But yeah, 14 right now, that's kind of weird. Maybe they needed to have a roof done or something, or maybe they had family visiting. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that's what's going on with that. So what is going on in Ocala? Oh, such nice weather. I'm not even, oh my goodness, I can't even tell you. I am loving the weather right now so much. I can't even explain it. It is fantastic. It's still warm enough that if you go to like, I don't know, the park with the sprinklers and, you know, splash pads and stuff, that's still awesome. If you go to the springs, you can go still go swimming in that 72-degree weather and water and like still be okay. So it's just warm enough to be great for outdoorsy stuff, and it's like still cool enough where it's not like you're baking yourself into oblivion. It's not like the surface of the sun anymore. So it's just pleasant. It's lovely. I mean, I love living in Ocala specifically for this weather that we have for like the next 6 months. Okay, we're gonna have 6 months of fantastic weather. I love it. I love it. All right. Saturdays, we have, let's see, of course, on the corner of 3rd and 3rd, we have the downtown market. I was just over there on Sunday for Bark in the Park, which was so fun. There was a dog costume contest. It was, oh my goodness. It was awesome. Some of the owners actually dressed up with their dogs. I saw dogs of every kind, every breed, every size, every shape, every color. It was crazy town. And they were so awesome. So we were there, we had a booth, we were actually giving away a whole bunch of stuff. So it was a lot of fun. Me and Allie Pena is one of my agents, and we had a blast. We just really had a blast. She was like, all up in the dogs. Like, she was right in there with it. So I will post a video of Bark in the Park. It was so fun. They're doing it every year. So highly recommend that you come down and check that out next year. And I will let you know ahead of time when that is. But it was awesome. Cannon Farms is open right now. That has the sunflower farm. You pick sunflowers. So you can actually go out into the field, $5, and you get to pick a sunflower and like get all the pictures. It's mostly for pictures. Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous pictures. But it's open every day until sunset. That's over on 484 and 180th Avenue over in Denellen. So cool. It's just awesome place for pictures and family fun, and there's stuff for the kids to do and stuff. There's like a play area. There's a Frisbee game. There's cornhole, but it's mostly the pictures. The pictures are just awesome. So if you've ever wanted to stand in front of a few bazillion sunflowers, just kind of blowing in the breeze a little bit, now's your time. Now is your time to shine. Coon Hollow, they actually have their fall festival going on right now as well. Let's see, their hours are Friday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and then Sunday from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. And if you've never been up there before, it's in a place called Micanopy, Florida. It's located on 441. It's basically in between Ocala and Gainesville. Okay, so yeah, it's Micanopy. That's how you pronounce it. It's Micanopy. Micanopy. They're like, yeah, sure, that's how you pronounce. No, it really is. But yeah, they've got pumpkins, hay bales, sunflowers, cows. Of course, they've got cows. They've got a whole slew. They've got like 15 different activities that you can do that's included with admission. Admission is $13 per person. Kids 3 and under are totally free. And it's a really good time. Something similar is actually also on, I think it's on 301, 441. Anyway, but yeah, it's Brown and Brown Farm. They're having their fall extravaganza. And that is Fridays, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And then Sunday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. So if you are able to get out there, they have an 8-acre corn maze, and it's actually corn. It's so cool. They've got you pick field games. They've got activities. They've got food trucks. They also have sunflower field that you can go in and pick that. Their admission is $10 to $15 depending on who, what, where, when, why. Okay. But yeah, they're going to be doing that until basically the end of the month, and then they're going to be doing a food festival. Love the food festival. All right. The 22nd, there is also the Hobby Horse Equestrian Games. I really want to participate in this. I really do. It's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's over at the Florida Horse Park. They've got vendors, food trucks, hay rides, horse demos. There's a horse breed exhibit and a horse parade. It is totally free. I so want to participate in this. I just want to like walk around with a hobby horse and just, but it's basically to try and get more of the general public like connected to our equestrian phenomenon here in Ocala. So definitely stop out at the Florida Horse Park on the 22nd. What else? We've got Brown Farms. Micanopy, actually on the 29th and 30th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. There's the Micanopy Fall Festival. So maybe you could make it a thing and go to Coon Hollow out there and then stop over at the Fall Festival, which is like downtown Micanopy. So just an option. The Fall Festival is free. There's a whole bunch of vendors. There's local artists, crafters. There's musicians that participate. There's all sorts of stuff. So, and like people come from all over the Southeast to go to this. So that might be an option. If you're thinking about going to Coon Hollow anyway, maybe do it on the 29th, 30th, but it probably will be very busy at that time. Downtown Market, they've got a fall festival market coming up on the 26th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. They're going to have children's games, food trucks, entertainment, vendors, all of the above. Mayhem Ranch, basically now until the end of the month, they have a fall festival. That's out in Morriston. You have to book that on Thursdays. That's when they have somebody in there, but it's 17830 Southeast 40th Street in Morriston. I was like, what I'm reading, is that what I'm saying? Whatever. But they've got educational field trips. They've got a You Pick pumpkin patch. That would be fun. They've got hayride, petting farm. They've got a farm train. They've got a crop maze. Normally that means that it's not corn, but it's still pretty cool. And then they've got pig races and so much more. So that should be cool. Coming up on the 4th Friday of this month over at Lake Lillian in Bellevue, there's a Friday Foodie Fest. So in case you were wondering, it's basically a whole slew of food trucks, like a lot of food trucks, all different kinds of food. But they also have like free kids crafts, face painting, all sorts of stuff. So check that out. And then we've got some more stuff at the end of the month that I'm trying to check and see. Over at Brick City Adventure Park on the 3rd Monday. It's the 1st and 3rd Monday of every month. They've got Monday night sports. So that's from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So it's basically a whole bunch of elementary school level PE games. So, but yeah, if you ever missed playing the schoolyard games, it's basically an homage to that. So probably dodgeball is going to be in there. Should be interesting. This is actually, even though it's elementary school like style age range games, this is not for kids. This is for 18 and over. So if you as an adult wanted to play something like dodgeball, this is your opportunity. It's $15 per participant. You have to be over 18. And if you're worried, well, what about my kids? They do have childcare for only $10. So if you just want to like go and, I don't know, pay homage to your elementary school sports, this would be the opportunity to do that. I personally would like to go just to watch because I think it's going to be freaking hilarious. So, I don't know. Anyway, Brick City Adventure Park, that's when they're going to be doing that. It's the 1st and 3rd Monday. Hold on. 1st and 3rd Monday of each month. Should be great. Come join the nostalgia. Let's see, what else? My goodness, there's just so much going on. They've got Flag Football League also at Brick City Adventure Park. That's every Thursday. They have, of course, we have the Ocala Drive-In. Actually, they've got the annual Red Ribbon Kickoff. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but they have that going on. But they do have, let's see, screen 1 is going to be Hocus Pocus. Screen 2 is Minions Rise of Gru. They're going to be doing free snow cones and vendor booths. There's going to be interactive displays. They're going to have first responder vehicle displays. They're going to have a bounce house, and just so much more. There's actually free swag bags as well while supplies last. Truthfully, I love going to the Ocala Drive-In, not just for the drive-in, but also for the food there. They have amazing food, like amazing. Their muffalata is like this, it's bigger than my head. It is huge and it is so good. Okay. Their pizza's pretty good. I mean, I wish I could just go there just for the food. Like, I don't need to watch a movie. I just want to go there for the food. I'd be like, okay, thanks, peace out, and just go. It's not really set up that way. I mean, but I might actually pay the $5 or whatever, $6 to get in, just, you know, count it as part of the food, because the food's not that expensive there either. They've got some pretty good deals. So just a heads up on that. But yeah, there's some really great movies, and with the weather as great as it is, this might be a really amazing opportunity for you to go and check out the Ocala Drive-In Theater. So highly recommend it. I love the Ocala Drive-In. It's so great. And again, go there for the food. Like, seriously, their food is amazing. So much fun. So much fun going there. All right, I think I've caught up. If there is something that I forgot and you have an event here in Ocala that you want me to mention, let me know. Hit us up at ger.expectmore@gmail.com. That's our email. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or otherwise, please let us know. I'm sorry, I'm a little congested. I'm still getting over some Uber funk that hit our house. So, but yes, definitely let us know online if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys later. And look out for a video that we're just putting online about Alexander Springs. I actually got to swim with an alligator. It was like right there. Mind you, it was a baby. It was only like 4 feet, but still it had teeth. I mean, it was cool. I was only like 10, 15 feet away from it. I mean, it was cool. So I got lots of footage because I happened to have my GoPro on me. And yeah, it was cool. It was really super cool. So we ended up sleeping with bears and swimming with alligators, and it was actually really cool. It was very safe and all of that, but it was still really neat. So anyway, hopefully you guys will really enjoy that. Watch for that because it's coming out within the next couple of days. We're just fine-tuning the footage, and we'll go from there. All right, look for that. All right, thanks so much. Thanks for watching. Bye.